Well, I wanted to show you something that I found this little hoary knife is really good for. I did a review on this probably a year ago, something like that. They sent me this Sensei, S-E-N-S-E-I, and I've always wanted one, just never bought one. They're not that expensive. I don't know why I didn't buy one, but these are my corn stalks in my wicking tubs. And this is that novelty corn, Indian corn that I grew, and I've got a video coming up pretty soon to show you the results, the ears, how pretty they are. But this really takes out the stalks real well. I was using some lopping shears, some pruning shears, and it did a good job, but don't have to swap tools because I've got to dig them out as well as cut them off. My wife is going to use these stalks for decorations, so we're selling the ears. We're using the stalks for decorations. She could sell the stalks if I had some real pretty ones. Most of them aren't all that pretty. Wind got them, broke them, stuff. But anyway, let me show you how well this does. This has got a serrated edge on one side, a sharp edge on one side, and then a sharp serrated edge on one side, and it cuts right through those stalks really easy. And then I'll show you how I get them up out of the soil, because you don't want to leave the soil on the roots when you get them out of there. Soil that you've made, soil that you've cultivated is precious. Soil that you bought, like in wicking tubs and stuff, is precious and it is expensive. So we're going to do this and just saw them down. I've got a string holding them. I'll cut the string with the sharp edge and then just come in here like this. I mean, that's like butter. I'm sure that microphone right next to that cornstalk really sounded good, didn't it? These are my hybrid wicking tubs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up in the right hand corner right about now, and I'll show you the hybrid wicking tubs, how I made those. All right, make short work of that. Now, we'll try to zero in you here and show you a couple of different tubs. Some of them I have already done this, decorned, and decorned, and now that I say it out loud, sounds like something I would do with an emery board on my feet. But anyway, so I'm gonna go around, saw the roots around this corn. You'll see me sawing it, and it just really cuts through it easy and quick. And then you can put it out. Pull it up and out. And then use it to shake off some of the precious soil. And this, this is not just for container gardens. If you're going to plant another crop out in your regular garden and need to get the corn stalks up and the roots, the big root ball up, it's work out in the garden too. I usually just till mine until until I get them all up and kind of chopped up. But I can't till these wicking tubs. That tiller would kind of chew them up. All right, and just saw them out, shake them off. One tool does it all. If you don't have a hoary knife, I do recommend this brand. It's stainless steel, and it has really worked well for me. Got one more tub. Let me move the camera and we'll do one more tub. Now I've already cut the corn stalks out of here, but you can see me cutting the root balls out with the Hori Hori knife. A lot of uses when you're planting. It makes a good way to dig a hole to plant. If you're planting seedlings, if you want to do, you know, if you're doing a small area like a raised bed or a container or something like that, and want to use it, you know, use it to make your rows, to do a little furrow, it would work for that too. So I really like it. Dadgum, I think you need one. I'm glad I got one. Like I say, I've seen them for years, and I knew that gardeners everywhere swore by them, and I just never got one. And they're not that expensive. I forget exactly how much they are, but $20, $25, something like that. One more. And these are the hybrid tubs. And I started to come out here with my little cordless Sawzall. I use it a lot, little Ryobi cordless Sawzall. But man, I don't know. I don't know that I could have done it any quicker with a Sawzall. So I'm gonna try to get all the grass out too. I'm gonna be planting carrots here in these tubs, and I'll show you that in just a day or two, or a week or so. Just watch for it. But I've got all the big stuff out, and I kind of feel around and make sure I, you know, get all the roots out. But they're gonna rot anyway. It's not a big deal. It's just that when you plant something like carrots on top of it, you don't want those carrots to go in and hit that big root ball, and then they're gonna want to veer off to the side. I won't link to it, but I've got a funny video called that I did, one of my first videos, I think, called "Carrots Need Leg Room," and it showed some bent carrots that had gone down and hit some clay soil and just made some beautiful L shapes. I'll give you a little hint here as to how we did on these on this novelty corn. There's a blue one. Isn't that pretty? That's nice. Anyway, Hori Hori. This again is a Sensei. See if I can get it close enough for you to read that. Sensei, or Sensei. And I've had it in the dirt a lot. I don't think I've ever oiled it, and it's not showing any sign of rust. It's got that nice little marker on it, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, 4, 5, 6 inches. So it gives you a good planting depth if you need that for something. That's what this is for. This is an all-around gardening tool, and it's a cool tool. Anyway, I'll show you planting the carrots. I'll do that the next day or two, and hopefully have it up next week. But just show you another use for a Hori Hori. If you don't have one, you ought to get one. Hori Hori, H-O-R-I, H-O-R-I. I will have a link below the video here to this one if it's still available, and I don't know why it wouldn't be. And you ought to get one. It's a really cool tool. It's a really cool tool. All right. I think I've said enough about the Hori Hori. That's my story about the Hori Hori. All right. We're gone.